Thank you for calling Outback in Germantown. Sending him out there.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, not too good to be honest with you. I'm having a bit of an issue today. I'll let you know beforehand that I have already gone to one Outback Steakhouse tonight, and I had a bit of an unpleasant experience, but I would like to still go out to dinner, and I was thinking about coming there, but before I do, here's the situation that I'm dealing with. I've been going to Outback Steakhouse for a long time. I'm a big fan of the restaurant and everything on the menu. And usually me and my wife will go and have dinner. And we order the bloomin' onion as an appetizer, which I've noticed in the past couple of years has gotten smaller. It's not as big as it used to be, which is fine. I understand maybe there's health concerns or reasons for downsizing the bloomin' onion. But what I wanted to know, or at least I assumed I could do, is I went to my usual Outback in the area, and I brought my own onion, which is a larger onion, and they refused to prepare it for me. And then they said they asked us to leave because we got into an argument about it. So I was wondering if I could bring my onion there to have my larger onion prepared at your restaurant in the bloomin' onion style.
Oh, okay. So are you coming in tonight, or are you are you ordering tonight? I don't understand.
Well, yes, I was going to come in, but only if I can get a guarantee that if I bring my own onion, you'll prepare it for me.
Yeah, we'll take care of you.
So if I brought in my own onion, you would make the bloomin' onion?
If you brought in your own onion?
Yes.
Let me ask our manager real quick.
Okay, well, maybe I should just speak to the manager.
Thanks for holding. This is Vicky. I'm the manager. How may I help you?
Hi, are you the manager of the restaurant?
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Okay, well, I don't know if they relayed my question to you, but basically I had an issue at a different Outback, and I was going to come there and replace my regular Outback Steakhouse with your restaurant.
What kind of meal are we talking about? What kind of food are we talking about?
Well, an onion.
An onion. A bloomin' onion?
The bloomin' onion.
The bloomin' onion. What kind of what about where you picked it up?
Well, I didn't pick it up. That's the issue. I was going to come to that restaurant. Look, I've been eating the bloomin' onion for years. I get that as an appetizer anytime I go to my regular
I'm
Outback.
sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. So what regular Outback? Where do you get this bloomin' onion usually?
Well, usually I've been getting the bloomin' onion for years, you see, but I've noticed that
When? Where? Here or which one? Which location Outback?
the one in Herndon, but I need to find a different.
Arlen.
No, in Herndon. But I have to find a different Outback because, well, you see, I noticed that the bloomin' onions have gotten smaller in recent years, and I was wondering if I could perhaps bring my own onion to the restaurant that's a more appropriate size. And so I brought one into the Herndon restaurant, and they told me that they wouldn't do that, and we got into a bit of an argument.
No, we don't do that, sir. We can't cook another onion.
Well, the onions.
We're liable for it.
I understand that, and that's why I'll make sure the onion is clean before I bring it in.
Yeah, but we just can't, because we can't bring another food and cook it.
Well,
we can't do it.
If it'll be like you're getting it from the store, I could sell you the onion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because we're only allowed to cook products that come out of our vendors.
Okay, well,
that product did not come out of our vendors.
Sorry. We could set it up so that I'm seen as a vendor, and I can bring in.
I'm sorry, sir. I really can't. I'm very sorry.
Well, what if I go to one of your vendors and select an onion? How about this? If I come, can I take a look at the onions you already have and choose one that I think would be more, not one of the smaller sized onions?
I mean, you can come in. We're in Germantown, Maryland. You can come in and order an onion. If you like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, we can make a new one. We usually don't show the onions that we have. I mean...
So if I came to your restaurant, you would allow me to go...
order one. Ours are pretty nice. They're big sizes. They're not small.
Well...
So you might be okay.
I mean, they used to be the size of a Honeycrisp apple, and now they're getting, much smaller. If I came to that one, would I be allowed to go into the kitchen to...
No. You're not allowed to be in the kitchen, sir.
So you would bring all the onions out to me at my table?
Well, listen to this, sir. We use the same, so they're going to be... I think ours are a little bigger, but to be honest, it's the same vendors.
So this is the big onion? Your onions
the
are...
big onion. The one that they have is the same one we have.
Well, okay. Well, then here's a question for you. What if I come to your restaurant and get the official large Outback Steakhouse onions, and then I purchase several of them to bring to my regular Outback in Herndon? That way I don't have to come all the way there for dinner. I can just get several onions now, and
you
then...
You want to buy the raw onions?
Yes.
I cannot sell you raw onions, sir.
Well, you can give them to me, and then I'll bring them to the other Outback Steakhouse in Herndon.
Sir, I'm sorry. Can you call us tomorrow? I mean, you need to talk to the partner.
Well, I haven't.
Our manager here.
Well,
he's not here right now.
Well, we haven't had dinner yet tonight. We still have to have dinner tonight, and we're trying to figure out which Outback Steakhouse will either let us go into the kitchen to choose our onions ourselves, or bring our own onion in. I don't understand why this is so complicated.
We just can't. I'm sorry. It's not. I don't make the rules. I'm very sorry about that, sir.
But the Outback Steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse has no rules. That's right there in the advertising. And I call in with one question.
We do have blooming onions. I just can't let you bring.
No, it says no. It says no rules. That's what they say. And this is the one time I've ever had any kind of complaint or question, and I'm immediately met with the rule.
I understand. Well, the answer will be no. If you do have to talk to the partner, right now it's Saturday. We're a little busy, but you can talk to him tomorrow.
What if I paid extra to bring in my own onion?
Sir, can I pull you on hold? Hold you 1 second.
Well, I just want to know why.
This is Russell. How may I help you?
Hi. I was already speaking to a manager. I guess I needed
to... I am one of the managers as well, sir. She's trying to run the dining room, and we're on a long way, so she asked me to pick up the phone and speak.
Okay.
What was your concern, sir?
Well, my issue is I had a problem with the size of the bloomin' onions at a different restaurant, and so I wanted to bring in my own larger onion to have it prepared, and she's telling me that I can't bring in a larger onion to have it prepared at the store.
Unfortunately, it's against health code regulations for us to do it.
Well, that's why I was saying we have vacuum sealing equipment here for meat that we store in our freezer in the garage. So I could bring in the onion vacuum sealed from the store, or even prepackaged larger onions, so that it's not a health concern. Or alternative to that, if I could get the vendor information for the restaurant, I could probably purchase my own larger onions directly from the vendor. That way, we can figure out how to get
So you're saying when you go to a different Outback, they give you a small blooming onion?
Right, yeah. Well, I tried to bring in my own onion, and they made me leave.
Yes, because what it is, with the way the health department works is that when they come in, we have to actually have paperwork as to where everything came from. So we can only, put things in our fryer that came from vendors that are approved.
Well, there's no way to leave a note that says this man, he's been coming here for years. I'm a loyal customer of Outback Steakhouse. A way to leave a note for the health department that says
the health department would not care how many times you came here. They would literally fine us a lot of money and probably shut our doors if we did that.
Now, is that what?
If you were coming here for dinner, I can assure you that the onions that we do have.
Well, the other manager
are quite large.
The other manager said that I could possibly come into the kitchen to pick out the onion that is used.
She told you could come into the kitchen?
Yes, we were discussing the possibility that I could maybe go into the kitchen to see the onions before they're prepared, and then pick out the onion that I like.
I mean, what she can do is, she can bring you to the doorway of the kitchen. Because I mean, you have to have on certain types of shoes to come into the kitchen.
What type of shoes?
Also, it has to be slip-resistant shoes. And because of the fact that you don't work for our company, if something was to happen to you while you were in our kitchen, that would be a very big problem for us. So I'm sure she wouldn't have a problem, bringing a couple of nice-sized onions to the doorway of the kitchen and letting you choose your onion. I don't think that would be a problem at all.
Okay, well, all right. That might be reasonable then. If you could prepare some kind of cart and bring out all the onions to the doorway of the kitchen. Now, will I need the shoes as well if I'm only going to the doorway, or do I need the shoes to go in the kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, this is not only the shoe problem, it's also a liability and insurance issue.
Well, I understand, but I mean, if it's just a question of shoes, I have no problem getting the right pair of shoes if it means that we can get to the bottom of this, quite frankly, sort of troubling onion issue.
I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for us to just meet you at the doorway of the kitchen. So, I mean, we couldn't bring you all the way into the kitchen, but it would not be a problem for us to meet you at the doorway to the kitchen to show you some of the onions that are cut, so you can definitely pick out a nice one of the size that you like.
Well, that would be fantastic.
That would be a problem.
And what time do you close?
We close at 11 o'clock this evening.
Okay, well, I'll head over now. I should be there in about an hour and a half.
All right, perfect.
Now, do I need the shoes, or do...
No, where they're going to bring them to, you'll still be on the carpeted area right at the edge of the kitchen, so you'll be fine with any...
One pair of shoes, and just the one pair of shoes. I only need to bring one pair?
No, you don't need to bring any. She's going to come to the doorway of the kitchen.
Okay.
And meet you at the doorway of the kitchen and let you choose your onion.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'll tell you what. I'll bring one of my onions just in case, and that way, if maybe the onions aren't as big, because I'll be honest, the other Outback Steakhouse, they said that their onions were quite large as well, but they were the same size that they've been the last couple of times. So I'll bring my onions just in case, and we'll take a look, and if none of those look good, maybe we'll use my onion. And just this one time, though.
All right.
Is that a promise that we can do it that way?
Yes, so when you get here, the manager on duty is in the front. Her name is Vicky.
Okay.
So when you get to the host stand, if you just ask for Vicky, she'll take care of it from there.
Okay, well, I'll be the man with the extra pair of shoes and the large onion in the Ziploc bag. So my name's Clarence. I'll be in there about an hour and a half.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, well, thank you. See you soon.
All right, sir.
All right. All right.
Platform, train, or bus.
Hello?
Please do not keep it to yourself. Tell a police officer or an MTA employee. All of our customer service representatives.
Metrocom, Miss Negron, how may I help you?
Hi, I had a question about my Metro card.
Yes.
I wanted to know when it expires.
You have the card with you?
I'm sorry. What's that?
Do you have the Metro card with you?
Oh, yes. I have a Metro card. I don't need to buy a Metro card. You see, I need to see how much time is left on the card. So if for how much longer I can use the card. You see.
Okay, look at the card.
Yeah.
There's an expiration date on the card.
Well, I have the card, you see. I don't need to purchase one. I need to know...
Yes, look at your card. You have to look at the card, sir. And look at your expiration date.
Well, and that tells me, so if I have the 30-day card, the expiration on the card tells me when I can... when I need to... add more time to the card.
Right.
Well, where does it say that on?
When did you add money to this card? How do you refill it?
Oh, at the machine at the station.
Okay.
Like
and
everybody else. Well,
when did you add money to the card?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. Hold on one moment.
Pick any car, but then stay put. Changing cars while the train is moving is very dangerous. Check for schedules, get fare information, and even find out about service advisories. In addition, you can...
Customer service is second help.
Are you still there?
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Are you still there? I was calling about my card. You see.
You lost the card, sir, or what happened?
No, I was already speaking to somebody.
Yeah, this is the first time we spoke. So how can I help you?
Oh, well, what's your name?
Scott.
Scott?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Scott. Well, I wanted to know when my card will expire.
You have the card in your hand?
I already have a Metro card, you see. I don't need to purchase one. What I need to know is how much time I have left on the card.
Okay, did you just put money on it and want to know that time, or you can't read the expiration date that's on your card?
Well, I put money on it. I'm not sure when it was.
Okay, what's the serial number of the Metro card? The 10-digit number under the word expires?
Is that on the card?
Yes, it's on the card. It's under the word expires. It's the 10-digit number.
Oh, let me see here. On which side of the card?
It's under the word expires.
Well, let me. Yeah, I'll read the card to you, and you tell me.
Sure.
It says get a grip.
I just need the numbers, sir. I don't need the words. I need the numbers to read the serial number.
And then the next line is and avoid a slip. And there's some smaller words under that. Let me look here. Underneath that it says use hand carts of stains. Use caution on stains, and that's all it says.
Sir, there is some numbers on the Metro card. I need you to read the numbers. The words is not going to help me. I need the numbers.
The number. Well, I only have one card, so I'm assuming it's number 1.
Okay, I don't know what kind of card you have, sir, If it's not a half-fare Metro card,
It's a
or
yellow.
a
It's
regular
the
Metro
it's the
card.
yellow one. It's the yellow card.
Okay, so it has a number on it, and if you can't see the number, maybe it's scratched out, it's unreadable. You would have to mail it in or take it to the office.
Well, where's the number on here?
I can't read the card, sir. You have the card in your hand.
Right.
I don't know what the number is. If you can't read the number, maybe it's scratched off.
Well, let me get my glasses here. I'm wearing my wife's glasses. Sometimes they don't. You know, she doesn't have the same prescription. I mean, try. Okay, there. Now I can see it here. Okay, so it says, "Get a grip and avoid a slip." Those are the big words. And then underneath that, it says, "Use handrails on stairs and escalators." And then there's some more text above that.
Sir, I only need the numbers.
The numbers. Oh, okay. I see here. E1331A.
Okay, sir, I don't know what type of card you have. I don't think you have a Metro card.
Well, it says Metro card on it. It says Metro card, and I've been using it for...
Is it for accessorize, sir?
No, it's for the train.
Okay.
No, I'm not handicapped. I ride the same train everyone else does. The same style of train. I've been riding it for years.
Okay, if you cannot read the numbers to me, I cannot help you. I need the 10-digit number under the word expired, okay?
Oh, expires. Okay.
It
says here it expires on 4/30/16. So that's April 04. 30, and then 16, that's either 16 or 2016. I don't know which your computer takes. And then there's...
Sir,
yes?
Sir, I'm going to ask you this one more time, and then I'm going to have to disconnect the call. I need the serial number, the 10-digit number under the word expired.
Oh, I see here. Okay, it's... 26. Well, hold. I think this is 2,633,270,745.
Hold on, please.
To another location using public transportation? Or do you need a schedule for a particular bus route or train line? Perhaps you need to know if there are any service change notices that may affect your trip. If so, you do not have to wait to speak to an agent to access this information. You can use our automated voice trip planner or trip planner on the web at tripplanner.mta.info. You can plan an itinerary.
Thanks for holding. Okay, I don't see any value on this Metro card, sir.
There's no money on the card?
No, I don't see any value.
Okay, well, can you tell me when it expired?
4/30/2016.
Well, that's next year.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, if I can expire. I mean, when can I use it?
You can put money on it and use it whenever you want to.
Oh, well, so I can't use it now. If there's...
Not until you put some money on it.
When did the money run out?
There was never any money on this card.
Well, that can't be possible. I've been using it for months now.
Card has never been used, sir.
Well, hold on just a minute here. I mean, I've used this card. This is a card. Me and my wife uses it sometimes. We go. I can give you the number to the grocery store that I go to, and I use the card to get there. It's impossible that the card hasn't been used.
Sir, I can't really discuss anything further with this card because there's nothing on this card. Okay? If you maybe have another card in the house somewhere, but it's not this card and there's no money on it.
But that's impossible.
Okay, well, mail the card in if you think there's money on the card, and they'll explain to you what's going on.
And would I mail it to the tax office or the comptroller, who is the responsible party for the cards?
Okay, actually, this is only for New York City Transit and train and bus.
So who, if I mail the card to, who is the care of... Who?
They mail it to New York City Transit, sir.
Okay, well, let me grab a pen here.
Yeah.
And what is that? What is the, what is your, postage, information?
MetroCard, customer claims.
MetroCard. Let's see here, M, E, T. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I'm writing with my left hand. I usually use my right, but I'm holding the telephone. Metro.
Okay, it's 2 Broadway.
Card 2 Broadway.
11th floor.
Floor 11.
New York, New York.
New York.
And the zip code is 1004.
York. And what is the zip code?
10004.
1004. Okay, and then do I make a note that Scott assisted me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Scott, young man, you've been a great help. Thank you. I'll mail this card off, and you know, hopefully we can get to the bottom of you know what's going on. Why it's showing that the card has never been used. I mean, that's. Have you ever heard of anything like this in your time as working for the trains?
No, but mail it in, because I can't see it over the phone, so they'll be able to read it once you mail it in.
How long have you been working with the trains?
20 years.
And you've never seen anything like this?
No.
No. Well, I'll have to tell my wife about this. I mean, can you imagine it? Just a card saying that it's never been used. Here I am. I've been using the card every day. I know. I certainly hope I don't owe any money if I've been using the card and it says that there's no money on there. Should I mail money in with the card?
Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, I don't know if I owe money or not.
Okay, I have no idea, but that's nothing to do with the New York City Transit. That's state or IRS, I don't know. But
the IRS?
Mail the Metro card in, and we'll investigate what you're talking about.
Well, I'll send the card to 2 Broadway here, but I just if I need to send payment as well is what I need to know. I mean, if I should estimate a payment or is it? Should we resolve?
There's no estimated payment, sir. If you have a regular Metro card, there's no estimated payment.
Well, in your professional opinion, as someone who's been working on the trains for 2 decades now, is there a chance that I would owe supplementary fees or some sort of penalty for having?
No, I don't think so, sir. Sir, I have to get off this phone. I cannot continue with this conversation, but mail the card in.
Okay, well, I'll send the card in, but not the payment. I'm assuming we'll handle that.
That's good. That's fine.
At a further date? Okay, and if they ask for money, I can tell them that Scott said I don't owe anything. I have your word.
Yeah, sure.
All
okay.
Right.
Have a good day, sir.
Well, I have your word that I don't owe any money?
Yes.
I can tell them that Scott said that
Yeah.
and they'll believe me. Because if I find out later that I owe money for... I've had this happen before at a Blockbuster Video about 15 years ago.
Sir, again, you're holding up my line. I've already answered your question. I gave you the address. There's nothing more I can tell you. Okay, I have to get up the phone, sir. It's been too long for the same question, same situation.
Well, they're different questions. It's not the same question. I mean,
Same question. How much money you had on the card? Same exact question.
Well, then we opened up a whole new can of worms here with this mystery of a mystery card.
I have to disconnect this call. I have to go.
Some kind of
Other people waiting on
absurd card conspiracy where there's, it's been in use, but nope.
See Tyson's Corner. This is Eric speaking.
Yes. Are you a manager?
No, sir. But I can get you in touch with the manager. May I ask what's the concern?
Well, I need to speak to somebody about an unpleasant experience I had at the theater, and hopefully this can be resolved.
Sure. I'm sure we'll be able to resolve it. What's the issue with the employee?
No, not an employee. I don't have any problem with the employees. It's a facility issue.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I'm frankly quite angry, and I'd like to not lose my temper, handle this reasonably here, but I do need to speak to someone in a managerial position.
Okay, sure thing. And I apologize for any inconvenience that you've experienced in the past, and I will transfer you to one of our managers promptly, all right?
Thank you.
All right, give me 1 second. Thank you for holding. This is Tim.
Hello, Tim. Are you a manager?
I am a supervisor. How can I help you?
Well, what's the difference between a supervisor and a manager?
A supervisor kind of supervises all of things that happen on the floor, so kind of control the crew and, help them what to do. Managers are the same, but they also have more responsibilities, like having to deal with money and stuff like that.
Well, I might need to talk to somebody with responsibility here, rather than someone that just supervises.
Okay, I mean, I can set you up with one of them, but is there anything I can help you with?
Well, I'll tell you what. I came into the theater the other night to see a movie.
Okay.
The movie was fine. The staff was fine. But the seats in the theater removed the crease from my slacks. And I left the theater, didn't notice it until me and my wife were out near the parking lot. And there I am, with my trousers blousing in all sorts of directions, and I've never felt more embarrassed. And if these are the kind of seats they have in the theater, they're going to, take your pants and crease, remove the crease from them. I think for the amount of money I'm paying to see a film, I should be getting a higher quality seat.
Okay. Do you remember which theater you were in?
Your theater.
Yeah, but which one? Like 1 or 2?
Oh, I don't remember the number. And frankly,
okay.
I don't think the theater number matters. It's the same seat everywhere. I can't pinpoint which seat it was that removed the crease from my pants. But I think, at least I should be getting, perhaps a free viewing of a film out of this, or even an additional pair of pants.
Okay, I do apologize for that, and let me speak to one of the managers, see what we can do for in terms of reconciliation. Just let me put you on hold for just a second.
Okay.
Thank you for holding. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I talked to my managers. There's not really anything we can do in terms of compensation. I mean, the seat, I do apologize for that, but the seats are just, they're the same all the time.
Well, hold on here just a goddamn minute. I've been sitting in seats my entire life. I've been wearing pants my entire life. I've never had the crease come out of my pants from, a seat of any kind of quality.
See, have you been to the theater before?
I've been to the theater before, and I haven't noticed this issue, but perhaps it's happened in the past. I can't be walking, home to my car, and you have that giant parking lot. It takes 15 minutes to get from the theater back to my vehicle, and I look like I'm wearing a goddamn dress.
Well, I apologize for that, sir, but that's really, there's not much I can do for you there.
Well, I should at least get a refund for the film I saw, an additional ticket, and, maybe I can wear a different kind of pant to the theater. Obviously you don't have any kind of dress code. I don't know why I'm wearing good slacks to your theater as it is. But I'm not going to ask you to replace the pants. I can just iron them again. But, the amount of time it takes out of the day and the emotional embarrassment of being seen like that.
I understand. I did talk with the managers, and they said the same thing. I understand how that's embarrassing, and I apologize that happened to you. But
well, who's the manager?
We have multiple managers here. I spoke with my manager, Dennis.
Dennis? Put Dennis on the phone.
He is actually in an interview right now.
An interview with who? He's applying for another job as we speak.
No, he's not. He is hired. We are working to hire more film crew here.
More film crew? Well, why don't you hire somebody to fix the damn seats?
Sir, thousands of people come through our theater every day, and I've never had this complaint. Is there a certain type of pants that you're wearing that happened to?
Men's pants. Son, have you ever worn a pair of pants?
I actually have, yes. I'm actually wearing some right now.
Yes, and do they have a crease in them?
They do.
Yeah, well, why don't you go sit down in one of those chairs and see what your crease in your pants looks like when you get up?
I have. I've watched movies here before, and I've actually never had that problem.
Well, I had that problem, and I'm a paying customer, and a paying customer should be recompensated if he has an issue like this.
Sir, I understand your frustration, but that's really, it's our seats, everyone sits in them, and we...
What kind of pants are you wearing right now?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, I need to know.
No, you don't.
I do. I need to know. I need to know exactly what kind of pants you have.
Sir, I'm not going to tell you what kind of pants I'm wearing. It's not appropriate at all.
It's entirely appropriate if the call is about my pants losing their crease and yours maintain their crease.
Yeah, but it's not really information.
Well, you don't think I could afford whatever pair of pants you're wearing? Is that it? You don't think I'm good enough to wear your pants?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, then what kind of pants are they?
Sir, I'm not going to tell you what kind of pants I'm wearing.
Well, what if are they Dockers? What kind of... If the Docker... I wear Docker pants, and I'll tell you, not a cheaper type of Docker. I wear the same Docker everybody else does, but they lost their crease in your theater, and if you're also wearing Dockers... I don't want to get angry at you, Scott. I don't think this is your fault. It's a problem with the chairs. But if it's not a problem with the chairs, then it's a problem with my pants. And then I need to make a telephone call to the pants company. I need to make a call to Dockers and ask them to explain to me why I can't go see Pitch Perfect 2 with my wife without my pants embarrassing me.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I am not wearing Dockers.
Well, what kind of pants are you wearing?
Sir, that's not important right now. It's not Dockers, and that's the pants you are wearing.
How much longer is Dennis going to be in his interview?
I have no idea. Could be 10 minutes, could be 20.
Let me ask you this. Have you seen Dennis sitting in any of the theater chairs?
Yes, we've all seen movies here.
All right. Well, what kind of pants does Dennis wear?
I don't have that information. I don't really ask people what kind of pants they wear usually.
Can you see him from where you are?
No, I cannot. He's in a different room.
What? If you go in the room, is there any way you can tell what kind of pants he has on?
No.
Can you tell me what kind of pants anyone there wears? I mean, what kind of operation are you running here if there's no uniform? There's no... There
is a uniform. It's just we don't have a specific brand of pants that we have to wear.
Well, why can't you just tell me what kind of pants you're wearing?
Why does it matter so much, sir?
Because to be honest with you, I want to come back. I want to see more films. I don't want to sully my relationship with the movie theater. But I can't be coming back there and have this issue with my pants. I have multiple pairs of pants, different types of pants. It's not an issue of me not having the right pant. I mean, it might be in this particular case. So if you could just give me the information about what kind of pants I should be wearing to your theater to accommodate, these chairs, these decreasing chairs, then maybe we'll have a solution here. And perhaps you can throw in maybe 1 or 2 free tickets as well.
Maybe it was just that pair of pants, that particular pair of pants that you were wearing. Maybe it's not the make, maybe it's not the kind of pants, maybe it was just that particular pair. Were they like an older pair, or were they brand new?
I've been medium old. I've worn them probably a year or 2.
Okay, well maybe that's the issue, because there people come in with all kinds of different pants, and they seem to not have that issue.
Well, how long have you been wearing your pants?
I don't know. I've had them for a while.
Well, how long have you had them?
I don't know. I don't know the exact date of when I got them.
Well, if you had to estimate how long you've had those pants.
6 months.
Okay. So put that around Christmas?
Yeah, sometime around Christmas.
Was it a present?
Okay. Sir, is this a joke or something?
It's a joke? I'll tell you what's a joke. Me walking back to my car looking like a clown with my decreased pants and my wife laughing at me and the amount of embarrassment I felt. I'll tell you what's a joke, young man, is that customer service now is laughable. That's the joke. That I can't call a business and if not even get a refund for a horrific experience, an embarrassing experience at your establishment.
But would you agree with me that you had an enjoyable time with the movie, correct? With all the staff and everything, that was okay?
Yes.
But how is that 100% our fault? I know that was it your pair of pants that could have possibly been the problem? Could it have not been the seat?
So in your perfect world, with your perfect pants, your secret pants that you won't tell me about, you can't find any sympathy for...
I can, because I know how you feel. When I was in school, I had my pants ripped, and it was not a great experience. So I know how you feel. But it was the pants that was the problem, not the seat.
Well, what kind of pants were those?
I don't know. That was in high school when I went to a private school. Whatever I bought back then.
Well, all right. I guess I'll just take the free tickets then.
I did not offer you any free tickets, sir.
Well, I think that's the bare minimum here, is going to be a couple of tickets.
I can't offer you those free tickets, unfortunately.
Well, let me speak to Dennis. Is he still in the interview?
He is in the interview. If you want, I can take down a number.
No, you just tell him that Clarence, write this down. Mr. Clarence Elmore is coming down there, and he wants his 2 free tickets. And I'll be seeing Pitch Perfect 2 again later this afternoon.
We're not going to be able to give you the free tickets, Mr. Clarence.
Well, who's Dennis's boss?
He is the general manager.
Who's the general manager?
His name is Glenn.
Well, is Glenn there?
He is not at the moment.
Well, when's Glenn come back?
I'm not sure. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
Do you have Glenn's home phone number?
I don't have Glenn's home phone number.
Does Dennis have Glenn's home phone number?
I don't have that, and I can't share that information with you even if I did.
So there's just no information I can get here. I can't find out what anybody's pants are or who I can speak to.
That's personal information. I can let you talk to Dennis once he's out of the interview.
Well, how much longer is that going to be?
I have no idea. He should be back relatively soon.
Well, I'd rather not call back later. I want this resolved now. It took me an hour to calm myself down. I was furious. To calm myself down, sit down, and call in, and have this resolved. And I'd just like to have it resolved now.
Okay, I'm telling you, it's we do apologize. I understand the embarrassment.
An apology is nothing. An apology is nothing if it's not backed with some kind of free thing. At least maybe some sort of concession stand discount. Can you meet me halfway and give me a large popcorn for free?
Sir, I can't do that.
A medium popcorn.
I'm going to go see if Dennis came out of the interview really quick.
Maybe small popcorn?
1 second. Thanks for holding. This is Dennis. How can I help you?
Oh, thank you, Dennis, finally. And you are the manager?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, I forgot who I was talking to before, but he was basically setting me up with some free tickets.
That's not the story that I heard. What I heard is that you said that your pants lost their crease when you were watching a movie.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of something that naturally happens if you sit down on a pair of
absolutely not.
That's not can do about them. There's really nothing about our chairs that would cause that to happen.
I disagree. I've been wearing pants a very long time. I'm pretty sure it's your chairs, and I'll take the 2 free tickets.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. There's really nothing that we can do for this particular situation.
How about a box of snow caps?
Unfortunately, we cannot do that either.
Can I get some of those 3D glasses?
If you buy a ticket to a 3D movie, you can get those.
Give me something here. Give me something. You have no idea what it's like to have to deal with the embarrassment of my uncreased pants, for starters, and then my wife complaining to me for 2 nights for me to call and have this situation dealt with, and you are offering me nothing.
Unfortunately, that's what we're going to have to do here.
That's what customer service is. No free tickets. I can't get the snow caps, the glasses, and nobody's going to tell me what kind of pants they're wearing.
That is correct.
Oh, this is funny to you. It's funny that I have a problem, that a paying customer has a problem. Who is your manager?
My manager is the general manager.
Glenn? Is it Glenn?
Really nothing that yes.
What's Glenn's home phone number?
Unfortunately, I can't give that to you.
Then his home address or his last name?
Unfortunately, there's no way that we can really help you with this particular situation. Had it been a different issue, there may be something that we could do.
A different issue like what?
Something that was service-related.
Like what? Give me an example.
With your pants.
Give me an example of something service-related.
Let's say that the movie never started.
That happened. That also happened. Give me the tickets.
Okay. Have a great day, sir.
I will as soon as I get my tickets or my snow caps.
Unfortunately, we're not going to do that. I'm going to have to let you go. Thank you for...
well, I'm going to have to let you give me those 2 free tickets.
I never said you were all the things you want, but I didn't think you'd be much clever. And so it's true that everything is
Thank you for calling Kellogg's.
this is Donita. How may I help you?
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not bad. It's a pretty good morning. Well, I just had a couple of questions about Nutri-Grain bars.
Okay.
The apple cinnamon specifically, but I guess any kind of Nutri-Grain bar isn't. It's not too specific. But
Okay.
I've been buying the Nutri-Grain bars for several years as sort of a midway breakfast, in between breakfast and lunch snack to eat. And well, a couple weeks, well, I'd say it's longer than that. It was probably about 3 months ago now. I purchased a box of Nutri-Grain, the apple cinnamon bars, like I usually do at my grocery store. And I ate the box, and after eating it, I realized that it was expired. It had been 6 months expired. And that wasn't actually a problem because I thought that the bars had more of a bite to them after they had expired for several months. So, and I mean, I only discovered this because I thought, I was eating the bars every day, and I thought, well, these taste completely different than how they normally do. So I wanted to see if there was a different flavor, or perhaps they changed the ingredients, and that's when I noticed that it had been expired for such a long time. So what I've been doing is, looking for more expired Nutri-Grain bars in the grocery store, but, obviously they don't like to keep those on the shelves. And, I've asked them specifically, too, at the store, but they will just ask me to leave if I bother them too much about it. So I was wondering if there was a way where I could order expired bars from the factory.
No, we don't hold any products back. As they're made, everything gets shipped out. And then if the store does have an expired product that is usually destroyed, we don't get those back.
When you say destroyed, what do you mean?
The stores will get rid of them because they're not to be selling an expired product.
Do you know if they donate them, or?
No, it's up to each individual store or store chain how they do that.
Okay. Is there any way that that I could maybe speed up the expiration process so I don't have to wait, weeks and weeks on end? I mean, sometimes it's upwards of a year before the product expires.
Yeah, and I am not aware of any way to speed up that process on how, to get them to, expire before their date.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I've been buying the bars for years. I feel like if there was, for a loyal customer, there should be a way. I mean, I'm not asking for more. It's, in many ways, it's a worse product to have an expired version of the Nutri-Grain bars. I mean, most people would consider it to be.
Yeah, let me put you on a brief hold and see if I have any additional information, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Hold on. Hi. We did look into it. There is no way that we know to, speed up that process. As we don't we recommend that you not eat expired product. And
well, I've been eating them
because that it can change the taste and that type of thing. So
I like it.
Well, yes, and I understand that, but we just don't have any knowledge on how to speed up that process.
That's frustrating that I can't even get the bars, but then you're telling me that I shouldn't enjoy them the way I prefer to eat them.
Well, that is our recommendation. We don't recommend that, but if you choose to eat that, that is entirely up to you.
Well, I think a lot more customers would prefer a bar that wasn't so soft.
Well, I can certainly pass on your thoughts and share those with our management teams.
Well, I don't know why you have to make them so soft. I mean, I'd been eating them already, and they were fine, I guess. But when they were much harder, it had a better flavor to it.
Okay. Oh, and I can add that in with my notes today as well.
Well, what are these notes? Where do they go?
They go to our different management teams. They do look at all of that.
Well, if they look at it, will they be sending me expired? I mean, I don't understand why I can't get the Nutri-Grain bars the way I like them.
Well, we don't hang on to any products. It all gets shipped out. And so it would be the stores that would be able to have expired products.
Is there any way that you could call stores or get a list of who's had shipments, not for a long time?
No, there is no way I can look up the shipping. We just, it's just by store and distribution center.
Well, what are the distribution centers?
Well, each store has their own. That would be information you would have to get from the stores. That's not information we would have.
Well, the distribution centers, when the Nutri-Grain bars expire, do they get returned to the distribution center?
Each store is different. You would have to check with the store to see what they do with expired product.
So not all of them get rid of them, you're saying?
I don't know. Some of them probably do. I don't know if they get donated.
Well,
it's up to the stores what they do with the product.
Do they get a refund from your company
I don't know how that's done.
What if I wanted to buy the Nutri-Grain bars directly from Kellogg's in bulk and then expire them myself?
Unfortunately, we do not have any direct sales to consumers. The only other way to get them like in bulk like that would be like through Amazon.
What? What is that?
I'm sorry?
What is that?
Amazon is an online retailer.
Oh, I don't want to do anything with online.
Okay.
Well, how can we solve this problem so I can get these expired Nutri-Grain bars?
The best thing to do would be talk to stores and see.
Well, I tried that already in my local grocery store. We got into a bit of an argument about it.
Yeah, well, and we don't have any product. We don't have any access to the product once it's, leaves our facility, and it's paid for by the stores, by their companies. What they do with it is entirely up to them.
Could you recommend something that tasted more like an expired Nutri-Grain bar?
No, I don't have any idea what would,
Don't they make you try the products working there?
Well, yeah, we try some of the products. I certainly have not tried all of the products, but we don't have any recommendations for anything that's expired.
Well, have you tried the Nutri-Grain apple cinnamon bars?
Not that particular one, no.
Oh, well, Do you know someone who has there?
No, there's about 100 of us. I would have no idea who's tried the apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain bars.
Is there any way you could ask?
No, because we're all on calls.
What?
At this point,
Is there a department that handles testing, maybe tasting the products, and they would have a better idea of, what I could purchase that would taste more? Because, honestly, I'm very tired of having to wait around for months and months on end for these Nutri-Grain bars to expire when I just, I want to have my in-between breakfast and lunch meal now.
Yeah, and we don't, we test the product to make sure that it tastes like it should when it's fresh. We don't do anything about testing any expired product to see how it tastes.
It tastes better that way, is what I'm saying.
I understand that that's how it tastes better to you, but
I can't be the only person that feels that way, and I'm certain I'm not the only. I can't be the one that's discovered this. You have a lot of people that prefer the bars this way. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that there's no way to order them either at the store or from the company.
Yeah, because we don't ship out or sell expired products.
Well, if the better,
everything gets shipped out as it's made.
Well, if they're better that way, in a way, it's almost like they're not, expired. They're just finished. That's the end of the making process.
Yes. They're made and they get shipped out.
Well, they're shipped out not done. They're shipped out prematurely. They should be shipped out once they've developed more of a bite to them and they're not so soft.
Okay. Yes, and I understand that's your individual taste.
Well, there's a lot of... I'm sure there's plenty of other people that feel this way.
Well, I can just get this passed on up to our management teams.
Well, can I speak to them?
Well, no, we're in a call center. We are not at the factory.
So how can I speak to the factory?
There really is not a way. The only way is for us to enter your thoughts into our notes and get those passed on up to our management teams.
Well, how likely is it that they're going to release some, an expired version of the apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain bar?
They will. I have no idea how they would do that.
Well, I mean, what are my chances here?
Of being able to get expired bars?
Sure.
Probably really low.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. Maybe it's, if I did something different than... do you think maybe one of the other flavors would expire faster?
No, they're all tested to see how long a shelf life they would have.
Wait a minute, hold on. When you say they're tested to see how long...
Yeah.
So
when each product is developed, we
so if they test
also
them
see how long the shelf life would be.
Okay, that's perfect. So you have these test bars sitting around that they're waiting to see how long it takes for the test bars to expire, and then they do, and then presumably you get rid of them. But if you have those test bars there, I'm sure they have one from every batch. Is there any way to purchase those test bars? I mean, I'll pay for the shipping. I have no issue with paying for the product. I'm not looking for free.
Oh, I understand that, but not each group is tested. I mean, it's tested when they're first developed. And I don't know.
Are they constantly? They're making new flavors all the time, correct?
Well, I'm sure that they try to develop new flavors all the time.
So there's always testing going on.
I don't know how that's done, because that's all done in the factory.
Well, presumably.
And I don't have any idea how they test.
Well,
the bars.
Presumably they have. I mean, somebody's employed to find new, Nutri-Grain flavors. So if that's what they're doing, I'm sure there's, always new testing. I mean, if you see in commercials for any kind of food product where they show a factory, they're always doing, new experiments on flavors. If you watch on the television ads, so I'm assuming you have testing going on, enough that there would be expired test bars.
Oh, and we
around the
and
factory.
like I said before, we recommend that expired product not be sold. And
well, that's
what
just a
each store does with
recommendation.
it.
I don't think. I mean, if it's a health concern, I'm sure I'm fine. I've been eating them for a long time now.
Yeah, but we would not sell you any products that would be expired.
Well, I mean, it would be special just for me. I wouldn't, this isn't official company policy. That's why I'm calling up to handle it personally.
And they would not ship out any expired bars.
But, I mean, when does the expiration label that's printed on the box? If I'm buying, the bars directly from the factory, they're not even in a box yet, so I don't even understand how someone would know that they're expired other than me while I'm eating them.
I just know the information that I have access to, and
what information is that? Does it say?
We do not sell expired bars.
Well, does it say that at the factory that the expiration dates are already printed on there?
Yes, they are. We have to print an expiration date on them.
But only when they go into the box.
No, when they are wrapped, that is also stamped on there, on the wrapper itself.
Do you know how long? Is there any flavor that has a shorter?
No, they all have, the shelf life is 8 months, and they all have the same shelf life.
Do you okay. Well, if I left them in the garage, or maybe what happens in the expiration process?
We guarantee that it is fresh. After that date, it is probably most likely not fresh. I don't know how you could speed up that process.
Okay, what does not fresh entail? What does that mean? What changes in the bar?
That I have no idea what changes in the bar. It can be the freshness of the bar overall. It can affect the taste. There's several components that it could affect. Could affect the texture, the taste, and the freshness, overall freshness of the bar.
But what does that mean?
It means that it changes. It can change after the date.
But how does it change?
That I don't know. I don't know how what the process is that changes it.
Well, I'll tell you, it definitely is a completely different bar from, the ones where you just open them up from the box when you get home. Well, I really don't know what to do here. Do you have any suggestions?
No, I don't.
Well, I really want those expired bars.
Well, I have no recommendation on how to get any expired product.
Okay, well, and there's no way I can speak to the factory, huh?
No.
Or any of the food testers?
No.
All right, well, I guess I can try the grocery store again, but not particularly fond of me at this point. But I guess have a nice day. And
all right, well, thank you for calling Kellogg's. You have a nice day, too.
Questions. I was thinking of coming in there to get a coffee. I don't live too far away, but the last time I went in there, I was a bit overwhelmed. It's been a while since I've been, I guess, to a coffee shop, and some of the menu items are different than what I'm used to.
If you just like a standard cup of coffee, sir, we have that brewed fresh for you. We don't have anyone in line, so if you'd like to come in, we'd be more than happy to help you.
Well, I know I can. If I just wanted a regular coffee, I could make that for myself at home. There's no reason to go to a specialty coffee store to get.
I completely understand. If there's anything else we can take care of for you, I can be more than happy to make it for you myself.
Well, I would want to get one of the specialty coffees, but I'm not really sure what. I mean, it's sort of embarrassing.
We can make you a standard latte. It's just espresso and steamed milk. Very simple. I don't know if you like your coffee with cream and sugar or anything like that, but if you don't, we can make you an Americano, which is just espresso shots in hot water. It's very smooth and very similar to a regular cup of coffee.
Well, I mean, again, those sound. I mean, I think I'm familiar with those, and I could probably, get those drinks anywhere. I mean, if I was going again to a specialty coffee store, I would probably get one of the specialty items on the menu.
Okay.
I'm not really familiar with what any of those are.
Have a good day. All right, sir. We have a number of them. One of the more popular ones right now is a gingerbread latte or a chestnut praline. So it's a specialty drink. If you like either one of those, I'd be more than happy to make it for you.
Well, this is where I ran into the problem the last time, because I don't know what either of those are.
I'm trying to count macchiato. Oops, sorry. Thank you very much. Well, sir, another great option is that we have the app on your phone now. If you'd like, you can look through the menu prior to getting here. You can even order it on your phone now as well. So it kind of avoids that overwhelming procedure of looking at the menu and choosing everything. You can do everything now in the comfort of your own home and look through the menu prior to coming into the store. That way you can look at all the ingredients, you can look at what goes into it, and really determine if it's something that you'd like to try or not.
Well, that's why I figured I'd call first so I could get, an idea of what kind of specialty drinks that you would have there before, and maybe even, place my order now, and then I'll come in and I'll say it's me, and then they can prepare the drink. That way it doesn't.
I completely understand. So we can't take the order over the phone, however. We do, like I said, we do have the app on a smartphone that can take the order ahead of time, and it comes up on our computer here, and we'll get it made for you.
Well, that's I'll order it over the phone if I could get a better idea.
Correct. I understand, sir. I can't take the order over the phone right now for you, though.
Why not?
It's just part of our policy, sir. It's something that we just don't do at the moment. Hopefully that changes in the near future, but I can't fulfill that over the phone. But we do have that other option for you if you'd like to take advantage of that.
Well, I don't see why that's part of the policy. Is it necessarily dangerous to take an order?
Not especially, but I think a lot of people have issues with giving payment over the phone. There is a security issue with that. I feel most people are attuned to that in this day and age. And then there's also the problem. Sometimes you have people ordering over the phone, and then you make a mistake of which store that they ordered to, and it creates an inconvenience for the customer, and it creates an inconvenience for maybe the customer of ordering a beverage and then not having it ready, going to a different store. Sometimes it's just a miscommunication. However, the app does clear all that up because it tells you exactly what store you'll be ordering it from. It tells you exactly what drink and what price you'll be ordering it from, and it eliminates a lot of those issues. And not to mention, it does fulfill that need that you were looking for, sir, where you can look through the menu and find out just exactly what you'd like to order as well.
Well, maybe you could just tell me what the specialty drinks are.
Sure, we have the chestnut praline latte, and we have the gingerbread latte right now.
Well, what are those?
Gingerbread latte is simply, it's a latte with the standard espresso shot and 2% milk steamed with a gingerbread syrup. It's topped with a little nutmeg. And then the chestnut praline latte, again, is just a chestnut praline syrup. It's like a sweeter chestnut flavoring, again, made with espresso shots, steamed milk, and topped off with a little whipped cream.
Well, that sounds a little bit too complicated. Do you have anything maybe a step down from that?
We have a standard mocha. It's chocolate, espresso shots, steamed milk, and whipped cream.
That still sounds a little bit too much. Is anything...
We can remove the mocha and just do espresso shots and steamed milk.
And what's that one called?
That's just your standard latte, sir.
Oh, well, I think that one I could probably just do myself at home. Is there one that's more special?
We can do a latte with vanilla. And again, it's a vanilla flavoring, espresso shot, steamed milk, and that's it.
Well, that's sort of like the chocolate one. It's vanilla instead of the chocolate.
And then that's about all the options we have, sir.
So there's nothing in between the regular...
Not especially, sir, because really the only difference is just having flavoring or not having flavoring.
Well, can I specify how much flavor? What if I just want some flavor, but not too much?
Yeah, absolutely. It comes with a standard amount of flavoring depending on the size of the drink that you like, so we can always cut that in half for you if you'd like to do that.
So I can get it... Okay, so then maybe I'll get a small amount of flavoring, but with a large drink.
Sure.
And then what we'll do is we'll take the large drink and pour out half of it.
We can do that too.
Okay, well, can I place that as an order?
Again, sir, I can't do it over the phone for you because I won't be able to accept payment over the phone. If you'd like to come into the store, I'll be more than happy to take care of it for you, though, sir.
Well, could you do me a favor and write...
Yes, sir.
Write down that as an order.
Sure.
And then I'll tell you it's me.
Was there a specific flavor you'd like to choose, though, sir?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Was there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Well, that's the order I want, and if you can tell me the total now, if you ring it up, then I can write out the check now and bring it in.
One second.
Yep.
Just a moment, sir.
Not even
Sir, I apologize for the inconvenience, but we don't accept personal checks.
Well, I can write you a business check.
We don't accept checks, sir.
You don't accept checks. Well, what am I paying?
Cash or credit, sir?
Oh, if I pay credit, I can... Well, I'm not too comfortable giving my credit card number over the phone.
Oh, I completely understand, sir. I would actually feel uncomfortable taking that information from you.
Well, how am I supposed to pay for it then?
When you come into the store, you can bring your credit card with you and we can swipe the credit card.
Oh.
Or if you'd like, I can give you the total of the amount and you can bring the exact change in cash if you'd like to do that.
Okay, do you have an ATM there at the store? I can take the money.
Not at the store, sir, but as a matter of fact, right across the street, there's a Wells Fargo bank that has an ATM.
Do you have
accessible from inside or outside, and then across the street from us, there's also a Bank of America that has an ATM inside or outside.
Do you have the number for the Wells Fargo bank?
I do not, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, what was the total for the specialty drink?
Sure, one moment, sir. The total after tax, sir, comes to $3.98.
$3.98. And is that for a small size?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Now, what kind of food options do you have there?
We have scones, croissants, cookies, coffee cakes, brownies. We have lunch paninis, breakfast sandwiches. We have banana bread, pumpkin bread, donuts, morning buns, bagels, a wide array of sweets, and a wide array of lunch items, sir.
What are the lunch items? I guess it's more lunch.
We have turkey Havarti paninis, turkey pesto paninis, tomato mozzarella paninis. We have peanut butter and jelly bistro boxes. We have peanut Thai wraps, edamame hummus wraps. We have some salads, yogurts, fruit salad, chicken Santa Fe paninis. We have a specialty holiday panini as well.
What's that one?
Holiday is a turkey and stuffing panini.
Oh, are those expired items? Or are they?
No, sir. They come in fresh every day.
Oh, they're still making the holiday one. So if that's those, are those the only specialty?
Yes, sir.
Paninis. Okay. Well, I guess I should probably get one of the specialty lunch items if I'm getting a specialty drink.
Okay.
So which one would you recommend?
I would recommend the holiday panini, sir. It's actually quite delicious. It's a good bang for your buck sort of lunch item. There's quite a bit of turkey on there, quite a bit of stuffing on there. I eat it for lunch every day. It really fills me up.
Okay, and that'll go well with the specialty.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I guess if you want to put that one on the list too.
Sure. 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
Did you save that order? So after tax, so the total will come to $10.82.
$10.82.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then
So you can do that in either cash or credit, and I'll save that order for you, sir. So whenever you're ready, you can come on in, and we'll take care of the rest of that transaction for you. All right, sir?
Okay. Well, I'll get.
Was there anything else I can do for you?
I bring my checkbook down there, and.
We can't take a check, sir.
Is there any way I could cash the check for that amount, and then?
Not at the store, sir.
Is anyone there that would take a check, maybe?
No, sir.
Exchange for, I mean, not an employee, but you know.
That I can't speak to, sir.
1082. All right. And there's a Wells Fargo and is it a Chase Bank?
I don't know of a Chase Bank in the area, sir. I know of the Wells Fargo and the Bank of America. I know there's a Safeway next to our store, sir. They might take a check. They might cash a check for you, but I don't know that for sure.
Well, the only thing I'm concerned with is I use my ATM card. I have a Chase Bank card.
Okay.
They charge a supplementary fee for using a non-Chase ATM. Is there any way?
Hey, if you bring the check card, sir, the check card will be accepted as a credit card. You can use that as payment, sir.
Well, could I get perhaps a refund for the ATM fee?
I don't believe there's an ATM fee, sir, but I don't know what you have set up with your bank. If you're uncomfortable with that, We can find other payments if you have, again, just a credit card or cash is the only payments that we accept in the store,
Well,
sir.
I can go to the bank and get the cash across the street, but if I take money out from the ATM, they'll charge an extra probably $3, maybe $4.
I understand. No, we would not be able to refund that for you, sir.
Well, if it wouldn't, perhaps we could just subtract that from the order total. So instead of
no, sir, I don't think I would be able to do that.
When 1082, we'll call it 682.
No, sir, I'm not able to do that.
Well, it's
was there anything else I could do for you today, sir?
Well, it wouldn't be a refund in that situation. It would just be less.
You're correct. I understand, but I wouldn't be able to deduct that out of the price of your purchase based on a fee cast by an outside company, sir. That's not something I'm able to do for you.
Well, I mean, I'm only incurring the fee because your company won't take the check. And the checks of good checks, I don't understand why I can't. I mean, the check was issued.
I understand the inconvenience, sir, but it's not something I'm prepared to do or I'm allowed to do at this point. We are accepting cash and we are accepting credit cards.
Well, is there a manager available, or?
You're speaking to the store manager, sir.
Okay. Well, is there any way we could make an exception to either take the check or?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Well, why won't they let me either pay with a check or refund the ATM fee? It seems kind of unreasonable.
I understand the inconvenience with it, sir. I don't have information to the policy as to why they don't accept the checks. I do know that the standard payment method is either cash or credit. And if you're willing to do that, I'd be more than happy to take care of your order.
Okay.
Other than that, those are the options I do have available for you, sir.
All right. Well, how about we do it this way then? If we can't do a refund for the ATM fee, on the low end, we'll say it's probably around maybe $2.50, $3. Is there anything around that price that could be added to the order? Maybe like if you have a bag of chips.
No, sir.
Like a scone, perhaps.
No, sir. I apologize for the inconvenience again, sir, but I'm not at liberty to do that for you based on a fee that you would incur off of your ATM fee.
Is there any kind of discount I could get for having to deal with?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
None at all.
No, sir. I apologize.
Well, why not?
I'm not sure what the discount would be for, sir.
It would be for the ATM fee.
Correct, but there's other options available for you, sir, that you don't have to go to your ATM, and you can also go to your Chase Bank and get cash out without incurring a fee.
Well, I don't know where the bank is near there. And I mean, this is becoming too much of a trip now to go to the bank first and then...
I understand, sir.
All the way to Starbucks.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, the easiest solution here would just to be some kind of discount for that ATM fee.
I understand, sir, and I don't have a discount to give you. I apologize for the inconvenience again, sir.
Well, there's multiple.
Was there anything more that I could do for you, sir?
Well, I mean, I guess it's just, I mean, we have a couple of options. We can either go the ATM fee discount or a free item, perhaps, for the value.
Or you could go to your bank, sir, and you can get cash without incurring a fee, or you could use a credit card, or you can use cash on hand.
Well, I don't have any cash on hand. I have the check.
Okay.
And then the debit card.
All right, you could even give your bank a call, sir, and find out if you can use your check card in the store. That way, it circumvents the whole process. You don't have to go to your bank. You can just bring your card right here, and we'll put the charge on there.
My bank's
if there's no fee to that, then it circumvents the whole problem.
Well, my bank's very rude when I call them.
Oh, I understand, sir.
So I don't want to deal with them on the phone again.
Okay.
I mean, honestly,
those are the options I have for you, sir. Again, if there's anything else I can do for you, I'll be more than happy to try. Other than that, sir, I have the order waiting for you. As far as the payment's concerned, those are the options I have before you.
Oh, it's already they've already made the coffee.
I haven't made anything yet. I have everything saved for you in anticipation of your arrival in the store. Once you're here, we can get the order made for you, and I'll take care of tendering the transaction for you, sir.
Oh, well,
until the time that you arrive in the store.
Are they going?
That's as far as I can take the order.
Are they going?
Was there anything else I can do for you today, sir?
Well, are they going to make it before I get there?
No, sir, they will not.
Well, what if someone comes in and orders what I ordered and it's the last one? Well,
not an issue, sir. We have plenty of inventory on hand to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, how many?
So as soon as you're ready to be in the store, sir, I'll be more than happy to take care of any business that you would like to have in the store, and be more than happy to have you as a customer. Until then, sir, was there anything else I could do for you, sir?
Well, how many sandwiches do you have of the special?
I don't know the exact on-hand quantity, sir, but we have a couple on hand that will make sure we do not run out of the inventory, okay?
Well, can you set one aside for me?
Absolutely, sir. I'll be more than happy to do that for you.
Okay.
Was there anything else I could do for you today, sir?
Well, I just want to make sure that the coffee wouldn't... I mean, that's not something...
No, I completely understand, so we'll take care of that. Was there anything else today, sir?
Well, I guess really it's just trying to figure out a way around that ATM fee.
I understand, sir. It can be quite inconvenient sometimes, and I do empathize with you. As soon as you figure that out, we'd be more than happy to have you as a customer. If there's nothing else I can do for you today, sir, happy you give us a call, and we'll talk to you again soon, and we look forward to you coming in the store.
Well,
you have a good afternoon, sir, okay?
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Oh, that's good. What's your name?
My name is Yadira. How can I help you?
Well, I have a question, and I called in before, but I was speaking to the customer service department, and
okay,
and they referred me to the store. They told me to call the store directly, and they told me that they did not have any information on a product, or several products that I was looking at, basically a line of products, a certain category. I don't know if you have any of the information.
Just give me 1 second, because this is the full core. So pretty much the information that I have over here is about pizza and hot dogs. So I'm just going to transfer you to the front, and you can talk to any manager or supervisor, okay?
All right, well, okay.
Okay, just give me 1 second, okay?
All right.
You'll often get more Thank you for calling Costco. Tell you speaking.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. I keep getting bounced around here.
How can I help you?
Well, I have a question about a specific, well, I wouldn't say specific product, but I have a product question, and I called in to the call center.
Okay.
And what they told me is that they didn't have any product information, and that I would have to call...
What product are you looking for?
Well, I have some questions about kidney beans, and here's what happened. Is a couple of weeks ago, I went to my physician for my regular 6-month physical. Okay. And he told me that I needed more vitamin K. Now,
vitamin K?
Vitamin.
So you're looking for vitamin K?
Well, that's sort of. That's where it started. So initially, what I did was I said, that's great, vitamin K. And I went to the pharmacy to get some vitamin K supplements. Now, what I was told at the pharmacy is that it's better to get your vitamins from food, and to not supplement, to not use different supplementation if it's an option to get your vitamins from your regular diet. So I consulted with another friend of mine who I've known for...
But how can I help you, sir? What are you looking for exactly?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Is I spoke to my other friend who I've known for years, and he knows quite a bit about about nutrition and all sorts. He was a gymnast, actually, back when he was in college. And
Hold on a second for me, please, okay?
Well...
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
With so many online travel sites out there,
Hi, sir?
Yes?
I'm going to transfer you to the pharmacy. Hold on.
Well, I don't need to speak to anyone in the pharmacy.
Okay.
I'll explain here is that, so where were we? I had to find the vitamin K from food sources. That's why I decided not to go with the supplementation. And my friend, he tells me that one of the very best sources of vitamin K, believe it or not, is kidney beans.
Okay.
And actually, I found this out as well. The K does not stand for kidney beans. There's no relation. I made that mistake. I felt quite foolish. I tell you. Anyhow, I guess I...
So you're looking for kidney beans?
Well, I'm looking for kidney beans, but here's my problem. Is I decided on the kidney beans, and I went...
Okay, hold on a second, please. Hold on.
Okay.
full value on vitamins, beauty products, and more. The trip to the drugstore. This digital photography has changed the way we take pictures. But one thing...
Hospital is not going to help you.
Hi, is this the same woman I was speaking to a second ago?
No, she's actually very busy right now on the front end. What can I help you with, sir?
Okay, well, I was explaining to her that several weeks ago, I went to my physician for my regular 6-month checkup, physical.
Okay.
And, we looked at all sorts of things, and what he tells me is that I have a vitamin K deficiency.
Okay.
And so, I make note of that, and he suggests perhaps taking a vitamin K supplement.
Okay.
So, what I did is I went down to my local pharmacy, and I looked at some of my options for supplementation, and what a young man told me at the pharmacy was that it's actually preferable not to take supplements, but instead to get your vitamin K from food sources. And not only is it, better for your physical health, but also economically speaking, you'll save money by
yes, okay, I understand that, sir.
finding your vitamins through the food.
Okay.
So I spoke to a friend of mine who I've known for a very long time, and his name is George, and he knows quite a bit about nutrition and health and these sort of things. He was an athlete when he was younger. He's in very good shape, and he tells me that that one of the best sources of vitamin K is in fact kidney beans.
Okay. We sell them. Is that what you need to know, sir?
Well, yes. I need specific information about the kidney beans because.
What do you need to know, sir?
Well, here's what happened. Is I said kidney beans. That's interesting. Which, by the way, I was explaining to the other woman before we got disconnected. Is that the K in vitamin K? I foolishly thought that it stood for kidney beans after he told me that. And I mentioned that to another mutual friend of ours. This man,
What in K stand for potassium?
This man Eugene, who and he of course he laughed at me. It was quite embarrassing, but
okay, sir.
Well, I went to my physician, and I didn't go to him. What I did was I called him back during a follow-up after, I saw him several weeks ago when we first found out about the vitamin K issue. And I told him, everything that my friend had told me about the kidney beans, about how it's a better source, and he agreed. And so what I had my physician do is tell me exactly how many kidney beans a day I should be eating,
Okay, so, sir, how can I help you with that? What your physician told you is one thing. What can I help you with? I also have to go report to another department right now. So what can I help you with in the meantime, like immediately right now that can help you? Do you need to know if we sell them? We do sell kidney beans.
No, I know you sell them.
Okay, so then what else can I help you with? Because I'm also not a physician.
Okay, yes, I know. Well, I have a physician, and this is what he told me. It says that for my age, and looking at, all the information, all the data he has available to him about, my diet and my health as it stands, is that I should be consuming 20 kidney beans a day. And I said, 20? That's quite precise. And he says, well, that's the exact number we have. We have the options available now to determine exactly how many beans a man should be eating, and I thought that was.
Okay, sir. So let me ask you a question. Why are you calling Costco? What can we help you with?
Well, I need to purchase kidney beans, but I need to purchase them by count.
We don't sell that way, sir. We sell them in a can.
You sell them in a can. That's. Yeah. Do you also have bags?
No, not bags. We only have them in a can.
Okay, well, then I guess my question is, how many beans are in the can?
I don't know, sir. You can't ask me that. We don't make them. There's 6 cans, and the whole entire container equals 15.5 ounces. That's the only information I can give you. You can call Goya. Maybe Goya can tell you that information, but we don't.
Are you Goya? Them. Who is Goya?
No, we're not Goya, sir. We are Costco. You're calling Costco.
Was Goya the woman I was speaking to earlier?
No, Goya is a company that makes the kidney beans that we sell.
The woman who makes the kidney beans works there.
No, sir, you're not hearing me. Goya is the company that makes the kidney beans. That we sell.
Is she there?
Sir, Goya is a company, not a person. Goya is a company.
Oh. Well, so these 16-ounce bean cans, you say, does that include the weight of the metal?
Sir, I don't know. You would have to call Goya again.
But they are 16 ounces.
15.5 ounces. All 6 cans equal 15.5 ounces.
There's multiple cans.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, you said there's 6 cans? Are these different sized cans?
No, they're the same size cans, sir. It's a pack of 6.
It's a pack of 6. And the whole pack weighs 15.5 ounces.
Yes.
Okay, so what does each individual can weigh?
I don't know offhand, sir.
Well, what's 15.5? What is the dividend if you were to divide?
I don't know.
By 6. Well, let's think about that for a second.
Well, sir, I have to go, so I have to just give you this information and I have to go.
Well, let me ask you this. What would you say the average weight of a kidney bean is?
Of an individual kidney bean, sir?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Well...
Sir, I'm sorry that I have to cut you short, but I have no idea. You would have to call Goya if you want information from us about kidney beans. If not, you can, I don't know, maybe talk to your doctor. Maybe you can buy a bag of kidney beans and just take out 8 and eat them separately.
Do you sell
kidney? These come in a can and they come in a sauce.
You sell them as bags?
No, we don't, sir. You would have to go to a regular grocery store.
Well, I already talked to my physician, and he told me 20 beans. That's the number he gave.
Okay, sir, I understand that. Costco does not sell them like that. So you would just have to go to a regular store, maybe ShopRite, maybe A&P, buy a bag of Goya kidney beans, count out 20, and eat 20.
Well, what are these Goya beans you keep mentioning? I don't need Goya
is
beans.
the company, sir.
I need kidney beans. Kidney with a K. Doesn't stand for vitamin
K. Okay, thank you,
K.
sir. Have a nice day, okay?
But it sounds like
All
it,
right.
and it's confusing.